Lovett, the transatlantic royal fluffing has begun. I'm, of course, talking about Donald Trump's second state visit to the UK. Let's watch some hard-hitting coverage of Trump's visit via our friends over at GB News.
Red, white and blue applying, of course, equally to Britain and the United States of America.
Here they go, deploying the tricolour. That was magnificent.
I'm sure that'll be a beautiful sight for somebody waiting 3 weeks for an appointment to get their knee checked out.
Magnificent. GB News. It's a British right-wing media network, partly owned by this hedge fund guy. Are you a big fan of military flyovers?
Yes. I think so.
I am too.
I like them, although I was caught up. I went to a Alabama game once.
What?
Yeah, that's right.
Football?
That's right.
When?
Years and years and years ago.
No shit.
I had a friend who was from Alabama, or Republican actually. It was another time, another era.
Wow.
And they did a flyover, and I was like genuinely shocked by it.
Yeah.
And I really looked like quite the liberal fag in front of all these conservatives. I was like, ugh.
Well, the afterburners go on. It is like scary.
Really
loud.
loud.
Yeah, my dad was in the Air Force, so he took us to a lot of like air shows and stuff when I was a kid. I love them. I think they're awesome. The Chicago Air and Water Show. The thing I don't get, the pageantry and protocol tradition is like reviewing the troops. Like, why do you want to watch dudes goose step around in like weird costumes? Why is that a thing we do?
I don't know. It's obviously not very American to do it in the same way. They get those big Beefeater hats and go marching around. I guess it's back from when the army's very small and you could see the whole thing before a single person sent them off to go fight on their behalf.
It's very 19th century, though.
Yeah.
It's very monarch.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, it's like, it was, an exciting time. It's like, we're going to kill some French people.
Yeah, I guess they didn't have streaming TV.
Right. It was a lot less to do. You get a picnic blanket, you go to the top of the hill, you watch the troops where they go and kill those fucking limey, froggy bastards.
Trump's in the UK. So far in his trip, he's laid a wreath at Queen Elizabeth II's tomb. He watched a bunch of military bands march around, as we just said. He rode in a horse-drawn carriage. There was the flyover that got everyone all excited there. At the moment, Trump is comfortably ensconced at Windsor Castle. He's far away from downtown London, where there are big anti-Trump protests planned. Who's going to speak at these protests is Crooked Media's own Nish Kumar.
Oh, cool.
Host of Pod Save the UK, frequent guest on Lovett or Leave It, I believe,
that's
too.
right. And raconteur, provocateur.
Yes, all of the above. Great host. So, Lovett, Trump is quite unpopular in the UK. Do you want to guess his approval rating?
Boy, 30%.
Lower.
25%.
Lower.
15%.
16% approval,
Holy
70%
shit.
disapprove, 13% are neutral. Trump is going to be very annoyed to learn that, according to YouGov, the most popular politicians in the UK are Barack Obama and Volodymyr Zelensky. Which one do we think he hates more?
That's a tough list for him. What's Biden at, 13?
Yeah. 30s.
Yeah, for
low,
sure.
Low.
Man. It's such a sad thing that the American president can safely go to like Dubai or Riyadh, but is obviously unwelcome in like downtown London because he's such a despised and reviled figure. And also, it's like, man, they got TikTok over there. It's not just TikTok. What's going on over here? Why can't people let's get people's heads? I'd love to see a 1 in front of Trump's approval rating. A 2 would be nice.
Me too. I think part of the answer,
get a 3.
I think part of the answer is GB News is a brand new startup that very few people watch, but it's the equivalent of our Fox News, which is the number one voice in news. All right, let's enjoy a little bit more GB News coverage.
Yes, we've got the handhold there, which is lovely to see. Always lovely to see. None of that slapping away that we've been used to before.
Alex, your ability to commentate this like a football game is extraordinary, and I'm enjoying it immensely.
Thanks, Will. Feel free to jump in if you have any observations.
Well, I was just thinking it's nice to have a president walk down the stairs and not be fearful that he's going to fall.
Well, that's true.
It's a pleasant change from years gone by. This is the thing. Everyone who meets Trump says he is very charming in person. He can be absolutely lovely. It's only this kind of negativity that you get from the media and the leftist class where this hate figure narrative comes in. One-on-one, he is meant to be an utterly charming man.
Joe Biden catching some strays there.
By the way, it's like, it's funny to see it. There's something about seeing like Trump sycophancy in a British accent that's like, oh, right. They're talking about him like he's a fucking God King. Fuck you. Fuck you, people. Fuck you. We beat you. We beat you so we don't have to do this. Oh, look at him walk down the stairs with aplomb. Everyone says he's very charming. He doesn't have sausage-like fingers.
So I've never met Donald Trump. I see his charm at events. I see his storytelling ability. I see his sense of humor. I get the appeal on some level. I've never heard anyone say that he is always charming one-on-one. In fact, you hear stories about him being a raging asshole.
Yeah. He's a mercurial narcissist, as everyone, including his closest friends, usually acknowledge. Right. Like, yeah, I think he's got the charisma and charm of a narcissist, right? He can be funny and entertaining, but at the same time, he's a deeply weird fucking guy. He doesn't know how to act like a normal person. He's asked on the White House lawn about Charlie Kirk. He's like, yeah, it's a real bummer. Check out this ballroom. Like, he's a fucked up guy.
I can't get over that clip. Yeah, look at the construction of the ballroom. Okay, so as we talked about briefly on Monday's Pod Save America, Jeffrey Epstein is also looming large in the background of this visit. So Prince Andrew has deep ties to Jeffrey Epstein. Mm-hmm. He's been a source of shame for the royal family. Prime Minister Keir Starmer recently fired the UK's ambassador to the US after Bloomberg published emails from Peter Mendelsohn, the former ambassador, to Jeffrey Epstein. This is an email Mendelsohn sent the day before Epstein reported to prison in 2008. Quote, I think the world of you and I feel hopeless and furious about what has happened. I can still barely understand it. It just could not happen in Britain. At the time he sent that, he was the European Commissioner for Trade, which is a very senior job, negotiating trade agreements, not just for the UK, but on behalf of all EU member states. The UK was one of them back then. So, tough email.
Also, man, the UK has had its own version of Epstein scandals with very prominent figures who turned out were abusing children basically in plain sight for years, including big media figures. So disgusting. Also, I haven't heard it come up, but Ghislaine Maxwell's father was apparently British intelligence, and she did not deny in her interview that he might have continued having some kind of relationship. So,
yeah, he was a big media guy too, and reportedly had ties to lots of intelligence agencies, maybe the Mossad as well. That's always been speculated as part of the whole Epstein lore. Some activists projected images of Trump and Epstein on the wall of Windsor Castle, which was well done. But it is interesting, like the political conversation in the U.S. has kind of moved on from Jeffrey Epstein. Like Kash Patel got asked about it today, but it was interesting that he still can't really escape it overseas.
No, well, the as long as people keep bringing it up, like he can't escape it. And he won't be able to escape it when he gets back because there's going to be other turns of the screw. Like Kash did get asked about it today and had some pretty like unsatisfying answers
Weird
about
answers.
why, and so like that is going to continue. But yeah, like it's more just also the sad part of all this, which is that every foreign government has figured out that like, man, Trump is a cheap date. Mm-hmm. Throw some planes overhead, make him feel like a conquering hero.
Give him a carriage.
Tell him how great he is. Give him the pomp and the circumstances, and you'll get better trade deals. You'll get better terms. It's like it's not diplomacy. It's just sort of it's like personal politics. It's disgusting.
100%. On the Mandelson thing, Bloomberg obtained more than 100 previously unreported emails from Epstein to Mandelson and back and forth from like 2005 to 2010. Also in that infamous birthday book that we saw Trump draw the armless naked tween, Mandelson said that Epstein was, quote, his best pal in that. And Mandelson is gay, so presumably this was not a sexual relationship. There was no like trafficking of young girls. We hope, we believe, but I guess God only knows.
I have no idea. We just don't know. The perversity of all of it, too, is that even for some of these wealthy people that were not necessarily like directly involved in abuse, like it was common knowledge. It was a joke. It was something everybody talked about. I'm sure it was something people saw. So it's like whatever his direct involvement, it's just like you're disgusting. You're hopeless because he's finally facing some meager accountability, and you're going to continue to be friends with him after, and you barely understand it, which either means you don't want to understand it or you do and are lying. So like, fuck you.
Also, this guy was Tony Blair's head of communications. If anyone should understand the peril of hanging around with someone like Jeffrey Epstein, it's Peter Mendelsohn.
Yeah, of course.
So the trip isn't all like kind of goofy ceremonial stuff. Trump's going to meet with Keir Starmer, the prime minister. They're scheduled to do a joint press conference, I believe. Big issues will come up, right? Like you got to imagine Ukraine, trade policy, tariffs, freedom of speech. So that's all to come, and we'll cover that when we see it. But for now, please enjoy one last dumb clip from GB News.
Although I noticed that they're wearing red coats, and I always thought the red coats were something that the Brits were supposed to be wearing. So maybe, I don't know whether that's their standard uniform or whether they're doing that particularly for this occasion. But wonderful to see them incorporated, and they're playing a wonderful medley of tunes, including Yankee Doodle and the British Grenadiers. A real love fest, a transatlantic love fest as we pay tribute to one another.
Well, that was being
I mean,
appropriate.
it really does look like we're watching something out of a history book, as you said. I mean, the colors are opposite, but this is not something you see every day in this country, and certainly not something you see in the United States of America. It looks like a movie.
Wait, were those our fucking guys? Were those our guys?
I don't know what was happening there. I think they might have been in red, and I'm not sure why. Why are Americans wearing red coats?
What the? Were they Americans? We brought some guys over to dance. Are they? What the?
I don't know. Also, Yankee Doodle sucks. Like, give me Star Spangled Banner, Batter Hymn of the Republic, Stars and Stripes Forever. I would even take Party in the USA. Yankee Doodle, come on. We can do better than that.
Those were Americans in the red coats?
I think so. It was confusing. It was hard to track.
Yeah, not our best.
Special
Not
relationship. It endures. All right, that's it for this Pod Save America YouTube exclusive. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to Pod Save America here on YouTube. We do more stuff like this. We have some fun.
Yeah.
We'll talk about some serious shit. But also, the right wing's killing us on YouTube. And then when you subscribe, it helps us get good information into the algorithm. So when people search for political news, they find us.
Help keep these Yankees doodle dandy,